What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews. And that's right, I am back with another one. Today I will be reviewing MMS 528 D30 Iron Man Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. Let's check it out. Okay guys, so what you see here is what you get. These are all the accessories that come with this Iron Man. And I gotta tell you, it's not that many, but what it does come with is very impactful or controversial. Don't worry, we're gonna be talking about this guy last. But first, let's start off with this guy right here. I call it the Starfish. Or I think this is the Lightning Redirector. I think that's what they call it. Snaps back one to the back of the figure and it looks completely stunning. It doesn't light up, and that does kind of suck. It would have been nice if it did light up, but you know, who really keeps batteries in Iron Man figures? You probably put them in, you probably do what I do, put them in like for one day or one moment just to see it light up and then pull them out. So really didn't need it, but I hear if you hit it with a black light, it actually, this part right here and these little sections back here actually light up. So that's cool, looks really good. Okay, you got your usual, you got the stand right here, which is real cool. I love how these stands look. The in-game stands are awesome. And you know, basic, but they get the job done. Got your flight pole right here, the waist grabber. You get your typical Iron Man hands. You got your repulsor blast hands. We've even seen hands before, but I do like how this has the little silver bit right there. The silver and gold and red are just dope. The color scheme on this figure is amazing. So you get those. You also get the articulated fingers. Like I said, typical Iron Man stuff. Now this accessory right here, it really did need to come with this version, because at this point in the film, you know, the suit wasn't damaged or anything like that. But I'm glad they give you this piece, because a lot of people don't have the money to buy both figures. I mean, I know I'm going to be buying both, but a lot of people can't. So it's good that they give you this and throw this in just so you can have a clean version of Iron Man, or you can just pick between the clean version and the battle damage version. So it's good that they threw it in. Really didn't need it, but it's nice that they threw it in, and I'm going to pose mine with it. Now let's take a look at this guy right here. Oh wow. Zoom in. And I'm sorry guys, I don't know what y'all talking about. This looks like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, seriously, what the hell is wrong with y'all? This head sculpt is great. Now, I'm not gonna say it's completely 100% accurate, and I'll be honest, which one is? I mean, tell me, which one is? I mean, I just think we all fell in love with the Mark 47 sculpt, and I know they've been using that sculpt for, like, they used that for the Mark 50. They've used it for, I can't remember what other figures, but they used it for a lot of Iron Man figures. So I mean, I'm happy that you guys like that Mark 47 sculpt, but frankly, I've seen it too much. I'm glad they gave us something different, and I really think this looks just like RDJ in Endgame. You gotta remember, he lost a lot of weight before, like, it was 5 years later. He was slightly older. He was, you know, he aged. He had gone through a lot in that 5 years. He was, you know, he's probably in mourning because he lost Peter Parker and everything. And I mean, this is how he looked in the movie. And I mean, I think it's more accurate than any RDJ sculpt we've got. I mean, you could definitely see the bags under his eyes. The only part right here, yeah, is a little thin, but like I said, he was in space at the beginning of the movie, and like he was malnourished, and even when he put some weight on, he was still never, you know, not the size he was in Infinity War or any of the other movies. I mean, so I think this is accurate, and I think this looks great. And that's my final opinion on that. I don't care what you guys say. You can slam me for it in the comments. I don't care. I mean, honestly, it's been enough slamming. It's been enough craziness this week and last week, and enough craziness with this sculpt right here. People should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I gotta say. It's ridiculous. But I mean, hey, this isn't what they showed us, so I can understand why some people are upset, but still, I'm glad we got this sculpt. I think it looks great. And here he is in all his glory. Iron Man, the Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. Yes, this thing is awesome. It is beautiful. I love how sleek the design is. It just looks great. It looks comic accurate. I mean, it looks comic accurate with a modern twist. I mean, this is probably one of the best Iron Man figures that has came out from Hot Toys. The engineering is just top notch. Let's go in for a closer look. You see all the curves and all the details. Thing just looks amazing. It is simply beautiful. And definitely this suit has been in the gym. Just like the biceps and the triceps just look amazing on this thing. It's really dope. Okay, let's take a look at the midsection of the figure. And we just see all the gold and the crimson and the silver gunmetal pieces just make this thing pop. Like I said, it harkens back to the original Iron Man design with the red and the gold, and it just looks good. They just did it real good. Everything is streamlined. I mean, it looks like a bodybuilder's body, you know, and it just looks great how they just did it. I mean, how they did it. It's just funny looking at the evolution of all the Iron Man suits and see them when he first started off making them, they looked all robotic, to now he refined the technology so well so they can be so slim till it's almost like just a muscle bot, like it takes more of a humanoid and alien vibe, and it just merges together to make this look great. It's just amazing how he did it. Another thing I want to talk about is you see like how the little gaps here in the Mark 50, it had wider gaps. I know a lot of people didn't like those gaps, but they kind of like really fixed that with this one. Like you see the gaps, but they're not as pronounced. So they just did that very well. It's all very streamlined design. And for some reason, I really like how the boot area looks, especially back right here. That really makes me think about how the suits looked in the comic books for some reason. And I kind of noticed that in the movie. When you see Iron Man, Thor, and Cap go to fight Thanos in the final battle, they have this shot behind. They showed it in the trailer where you can see like the Iron Man suit calves, and for some reason it just makes me think back to how they looked in the comic book, and they just really illustrated that well right here, how they did it on the design. And once again, you look at the knee pads and everything. Like I said, the joints in this thing are just completely seamless. They just did a lot of times of the die-cast figures. The die-cast figures are they because it's not all die-cast. Some of it is die-cast and some of it is plastic. So sometimes it can be a little clickety and you get a lot of that sound, and you can see that it's a little loose, even though it is die-cast inside of it. But for this figure right here, it is completely solid. And with the boots and the calves and how well balanced it is, I mean, this thing stands up by itself effortlessly, and it just looks great. Okay guys, time to get handsy with this figure right here, and just want to show you how the joints and everything move. I know back in the Mark 6, They had these little pieces right here with the shoulders that actually these sprung out. Well, these are on a spring. The other ones kind of just pulled out. They were like on a little hinge, and I kind of prefer that because I do think this gets in the way sometimes. But it's just different how you do it. But yeah, his arm can reach out like that. He bends. Just pull him out. Push these up. Actually, that works pretty well. I gotta admit, that works pretty damn good. Turns like that. Arms. See, you should have a chest crunch. Yes, you get that chest crunch in there, and this pulls out so you can do all kind of cool flight pose. Turns them to poses and turns to the side. These little doohickeys flip up as well. Looks good. All the typical stuff you get from an Iron Man figure. Yep. See, do these legs extend? I don't think these extend, but then I think these do pull out. I gotta look at. I'm doing this off the, off the top of my head. I haven't looked at the the instruction booklet, but I'm doing pretty good without looking at it. Yeah, so you get all that, all those flight poses, and just look at the engineering. They did a thing on this. Look at that. That's just so seamless how they did that. Yeah. So, and then just look at the boots. Look at that. The engineering on this thing is top notch. I gotta admit, it is top notch. Of course, his head turns to the side. And yes, I still got the plastic on the neck right there. I'll take that off shortly. Don't worry about it. But yeah, as I said, this thing is top notch. It is completely top notch, and it looks good. I know a lot of reviewers have been talking about this little piece right here sticking up. It's not bothering me as much right now anyway, but it looks good and it works good. Yep. Do that, make sure I don't scratch the paint. But yeah, this thing is engineered very well. Very well, very well. Okay guys, so that has been my review of MMS528 D30 Iron Man Mark 85, one of the last Iron Man figures. You gotta get this one. This is especially this version right here, because with the whole controversy with the whole sculpt gate, that's what we're gonna call it, sculpt gate. With that controversy and everything, they're not gonna be giving this sculpt out anymore. So this is gonna make this particular piece very valuable in the future, I'm telling you. So leave a comment, let me know what you think, share, like, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and we are out.